Hello, everybody. A brand new welcome for a brand new weekend of the matches. Yes, of course, this weekend we're going to watch four more matches from US Premier League. And yes, we want to welcome you for Season 1, Phase 2, and Game 5. You can see that both of the teams are here right now with us, which is NY Gothams and, of course, the Maryland Mavericks. So, how is it going on?
It's going well. Just excited and looking forward to the game.
Of course. And how about NY Gothams?
So definitely haven't come with the winners yet. So just trying to right that wrong today against a very solid Maverick side.
All right. You all know that this is a pitch for the batsman, but yes, we have seen few here and there last week as well, and we are all set for the toss. So let's see. But hey, before we go for the toss, I want to say that US Premier League is brought to you by CBTF Speed News and MTR. So we're all set for the toss. Let's see who is the winner. So, what will be your plan that if you win the toss?
We are looking to bowl first. It seems like it's a cloudy day. Feel like there's a bit of moisture in the pitch. So we want to utilize to our advantage. So we're looking to bowl first.
And how about you?
We actually wanted to bat first today. Coming off a series of low scores, like I said, we want to right some wrongs and try to make a stamp on this competition, especially with a good unit. A lot of changes, so I think we wanted to try to get a fairly big score and press home the advantage on our side today.
So, Jason, you just mentioned the changes. What are the changes?
Wholesale. As opposed to last weekend, we went with a bowler-friendly unit. This week we chopped and changed with some bowlers and actually went with 2 or 3 extra batsmen this week.
Okay. And is there any changes from your side?
We have a couple of changes as well. Just looking to shore up our batting and bowling unit. So we had a couple of changes over there.
So, last week you guys won the match. So, how is the feeling now?
The feeling's great. Again, it was last week, so today's obviously a fresh day. So we're just looking to start from square one. Just new day, new game. So just gonna reset and restart.
So here we are live from SUNY Purchase at New York, and we are all set for the toss. Let's see who is going to be the winner. We have the winner right here with us, so Maryland Mavericks. So your chance.
Yes, so like I was saying, we are going to bowl first. We feel like there's a bit of moisture in the pitch, which we can use to our advantage. That's what we are going with. We have a couple of changes in the squad, but other than that, looking forward to an exciting game.
Thank you so much. We're live from SUNY Purchase College at New York, and you are watching US Premier League.
Underneath Nima Rugamnu, Kapil Karna, Torkir Hassan, Paramendra Burman, Rohit Sarwardikar, Sankit Yadav, Suprit Madan, Vasav Desai, Gaurav Rana, Dharendra Sharma, and Vashil Shah. Actually, Sankit Yadav is the 12th man for the Mavericks. For NY Gothams, you have Captain Jason Greaves, Paran Patel, Rivaldo Jesse Ragu, Anthony Jagannath, Marcelo Brooks, Shahil Shah, Mokil Ayasami, Wakas Akhtar, Krishna Bhatia, Marvin Loban, Rovin Dusraj, and the 12th man is Yasser Patel and 13 Sri Patel. Rana is in. Balls to Mokel. Mokel is finding this one to point. No run. Short of a line delivery. Up to about waist height. He played that one around the waist height. And no run. So after 4 delivery, the score is 2 without loss. Gotham's taking first strike after Maryland Mavericks won the toss and elected to field. Rana is in again, and this one is pitched up. Mokil is driving, but he kind of get it away. Ricocheting onto the pads for no run. 5 deliveries, 2 without loss. Rana turns around and he's in. Just a bit of a jog for run up. Balls, and this one is pitched up. Mokil is spraying this one to mid wicket, but no run. So very good start for Maryland Mavericks. Just 2 runs coming off the first over, so they'd probably be pleased with this start. Only better thing would have been a wicket or 2. But New York Gotham starting a bit slowly here. No, the conditions a bit overcast, but you'd actually want to start a little bit better, especially in the power play with only 2 men out. 2 runs is a little bit paltry, but let's see if New York Gothams can pick up the pace in the second over. Actually, so there's a new bowler. So the new bowler to pick up the action is going to be Peru Berman. Again, looks like a right time medium fast or medium pace bowler, fast medium bowler. Will determine the pace after we say delivery or 2. And Greaves will continue to take strike. It's 2 without loss. Field still long off on the boundary. Third man has come into the circle, and the sweeper has gone back out to cover. So just those 2 changes in the field for Berman. Berman is in, and he's the fast medium variety, and Greaves shoulders arms, no run. 1 over, 1 ball, and the score is 2 without loss. Very, very, very close by to an airport here. A lot of fields in the Caribbean and very near to the airport. Plane just flew over. Here's Berman. He's in again. This one is short, and Greaves is playing this one straight up. The man at mid wicket, he's running back, and he's dropped the catch. A very simple chance. That's a poor bit of cricket there from Kapil Khanna. And Greaves has a life. He'll live to tell the tale. Let's see if he can capitalize on this. Actually, it's Kunal Baraide, the captain, who missed that chance. So the score goes up to 3 without loss. Berman is into Mokil, and Mokil is driving to cover, no run. 1 over 3 deliveries, 3 without loss. It's a 20 over match. Some might think it's with the score, it might be a test match or 2 innings game, but it is a 20 over match here. New York Gothams, 3 without loss. Here is Berman again in, and this one is short down the leg side, well taken by the wicketkeeper. Wide signal by the umpire, Saeed. The score goes up to 4 without loss. And here's Berman again. And Mokil is driving over a point. They'll get 1, they're turning for 2, and they'll make it quite comfortably. Score goes up to 6 without loss. The man on the cover boundary coming around to the point region to clean up. So score is coming along a little bit better. 4 runs in this over so far. And its sponsors, associated affiliate sponsor MTR. And Berman is in, and Mokil is having a slash, but he's beaten outside the off stump. 6 without loss. 1 over 5 deliveries. Berman is in. This one is short. And Mukil is playing this one down to fine leg, and that will run away for the first boundary of the day. Mukil getting a boundary. Score goes up to 10 without loss after 2 overs. And NY Gothams finally getting some pace on the scoring. 8 runs off that last over. CBTF US Premier League. Top man Sri Patel is out, supporting his batters. Jason Greaves getting some added protection, as it looks like it's Gaurav Rana who will continue to continue the attack with his right-arm fast medium bowling. Greaves on 2 from 5 deliveries. Mukil Ayasami, he's on 6 from 7. Gaurav 1 over, none for 2. And Gaurav
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
So there's a change in the bowling. Sanket Yadav will pick up the attack. Looks like another medium bowler. Keeper is still back. He isn't up to the stumpers yet. Jason Greaves, he's on 2 from 5 deliveries. Mukil Ayasami, he's on 6 from 7. 10 without loss. Berman, none for 8 from his 1 over. The field just long off on the boundary. And don't see any man in third man of fine leg. Third man is in the circle. Slip, point, backward point and cover point. Cover. Actually, Gaurav is fielding on mid wicket. He's the second man out. Here's Sanket, and Greaves is driving up to mid on. No runs. Getting some cheer from Gaurav Rana. Greaves waits. Here's Sanket again. He's in. And Greaves is shouldering arms, leaving this one outside the off stump. No run again. So, some very good lines, test lines. Reminiscent of Josh Hazel, Mitchell Stark in the T20 format. Two deliveries, no runs. This cautious start again to the over by NY Gothams. Must compliment the good bowling from Maryland Mavericks. Change in the field. Short third man comes to short fine leg. Sanket's drive is in, and Greaves is driving, and he's beaten outside off stump. 3 deliveries, no run this over. 2 overs and 3 deliveries, and the score still remains 10 without loss. So nice cheering and chirping from the Maryland Mavericks in the field, supporting their bowler. Here's Sanket Yadav again. He's in. This one is short of a length. Greaves is pulling, but only to find a man backward or square. He's disappointed in himself, missing out on that opportunity. Score remains the same, 10 without loss. Greaves 2 from 9 deliveries now. a la Craig Braffett in terms of his pace of batting. Yadav is in, runs in, bowls, and this one is coming off the pad. Actually, the keepers, there's an appeal, and umpire Kalu obliges. Greaves goes caught behind off of Sankit Yadav. As you look at the replay here, from the bat onto the pad and into the glove. So that's a fall of the first wicket. Jason Greaves goes for 2. It's 10 for 1. Maryland Mavericks have struck first blood.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So the new batsman replacing Jason Greaves is Anthony Jagannath, number 1 in his bag. And he's also right-handed, so 3 right-handers so far. Sankit Yadav, 1 for none from 5 deliveries, 10 for 1 after 2 overs and 5 deliveries. And batsman probably forgot his helmets, just calling for it now. Just taking his guard. Looks like a leg stump from the indication given by umpire Steve Kalu. Steve Kalu would have umpired, got to know him probably back in 2004, 2005, 2006, playing Caribbean Cup in New York City, Queens and Brooklyn. So we're back. Jagannath just getting his helmet. We forgot it initially. One delivery to be bowled this over, 1 legal delivery. And there's 2 slips, actually a slip and a gully. Backward point cover. Mid on, mid wickets. Short fine leg. And here's Yadav, only successful bowler so far. Yadav is in and he's bowling this one. So good length delivery, and Jagannath is back playing it to gully, and that's the end of the 3rd over. Wicket maiden from Sankit Yadav. It's 10 for 1, and New York Gothams, after a decent over in the 2nd over, giving up a maiden and losing a wicket in this 3rd over. And Mukil Ayasami, he's still there on 6. Jason Greaves, the man out, caught at the wicket off of Sankit Yadav. Anthony Jagannath, he's faced his first delivery. He's not out without scoring so far. And it looks like it's going to be Berman to continue. Here's Berman. Right fast medium. He's in. This one is pitched up, and Ayasami is playing this one wide of mid-on. And Rana is running this, and he's just pulled it back just about 3 yards from the boundary rope. And they'll come back for 2. So Ayasami taking the initiative against Berman here. And the score goes up to 12 for 1. Ayasami looking to get on with the game. Some cyclists cycling around the SUNY Purchase campus. And here is Berman. He's in, and this one is wide outside off stump. Mukil is having a swing, but no signal from the umpire, so beaten up in the end. You have extra cover sweep on the boundary, long off, mid-on, mid-wicket, short third man, and backwards square leg, backwards point actually, sorry. Very, very fine backward point. And this one is pitched up, and they're taking a quick single as a shy at the wicket, but he gets home safely, backed up at mid-wicket. Score goes up to 13. Mukil is up to 9, brings Jagannath in the strike. So that extra cover is a little bit deep, almost onto the 30, halfway to the 30-yard circle. He actually is moved from mid-off back into regulation cover, and adjustment in the field. Cover point comes in now. Slip as well. Berman is bowling, and Jagannath is playing this one to backward point, and there's no run. Score remains 13 for 1. Two deliveries after this over. Berman none for 11 from his 1.4 overs. He's in again. And this one is being played uppish to the cover, but half a chance, shot for catch it. They'll come back for 2. Mukil is a little bit sensitive, come back for the second. He wasn't too sure it was on, but he made it home comfortably in the end. Score goes up to 13 for 1. And Jagannath coming off this, getting off strike, coming off the mark for the first time. Some international cricket being played today. West Indies versus Bangladesh, 3rd ODI. And wow, brilliant piece of fielding there from Berman as Jagannath is playing this one. Full belly drive, well taken by Berman. No run. So that ends the 4th over. The score 15 for 1. Berman none for 13 from 2. Jagannath is on 2 from 4. And Mukil Ayasami, he's on 9 from 10.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So Sanket Yadav will continue after his successful maiden wicket over. In his last over, Ayasami to face. Cover point on the boundary now. This one is short, and Ayasami is pulling this one backward of square. Now will run into the boundary. A few bounces. Confident strike by Ayasami. Score moves up to 90 now. Excellent shot. As we say in local cricket, bounce your friends. Because if he bounce good batsman of any pedigree or caliber, he will dish out the meat, as they say. In this case, 4 runs to backward of square. Third man goes back on the circle from slip, short third man. Here's Sanket again. And this one is short, and Ayasami is back Just a defensive prod. Playing back up the track, no run, 19 for 1. Sanket Yadav again. Right arm medium fast. This one is short of a length. Ayasami is playing back up the track, no run. Fielded partially by Sankit, the bowler himself, and then cleaned up by the fielder in cover. Fielder in cover is number 27, Praneeth. Sankit is in. Short again, and Ayasami obliges and pulls this one backward of square into the boundary again, and that takes the score up to 23 for 1. Ayasami is loving these short deliveries from Sankit, and he will take full advantage of those. The more they come, looks like the more he'll enjoy them and dispatch them to the boundary. Well played by Ayasami. He moves up to 17 of a total of 23. Jagannath is on 2. MTR, associate sponsor. Sankit after maiden over, none for 8 now, 2 boundaries. Sankit is in, and this one is up outside off stump. Leave alone. Courtney Walls-esque. Just shouldering arms, having the bat inside the line. No run, 23 for 1. Last 5 deliveries ball now. Sankit is in. And this one is short outside off stump. Shoulder arms again from Mukil. And that's the end of the 5th over. The score is 23 for 1. Mukil Ayasami is on 17. Anthony Jagannath is on 2. Sankit has bowled 2 overs, 1 for 8. Gaurav Rana 1 over, none for 2. And Burman, he has bowled 2 overs, none for 13.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
कितनी बार बोला है ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी and then
हाँ.
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा. Just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3 minute breakfast. इंडिया का breakfast.
Gaurav Rana comes back to finish up the power play. He's bowled so far 1 for 2. Jagannath takes strike. Gaurav Rana is in. And this one is just above the man at mid-wicket. Should be coming back for 2. A shot of catch it as well. Maybe if he's about a foot higher, taller, probably would have get his fingertips hit. But that one eluded him. So 2 runs to Jagannath. He moves up to 4. The score is 25 for 1. Lush green surroundings. We've got some conifers. And this one is well bowled by Gaurav. Short of a length. Jagannath is driving and he's missing. Keeper makes a valiant effort. Gaurav is signaling for the 3rd man to go back to the boundary. And cover point is coming up from the boundary. So conifers on either side of the park. Gaurav is back, and this one is short, and He's gone, cutting, caught behind. Gurav strikes. Jagannath goes 25 for 2. Jagannath gone for 4 from 7 deliveries. Gurav a short of a length delivery, caught behind, and the score is NY Gothams 25 for 2.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cptfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cptfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
New batsman is Shahil Shah, another right-hander. So 2 catches so far for wicketkeeper Takir Hussain. Takir Hassan, apologies. Change in the field. Sanket moves from mid-wicket, goes into gully. You have third man in the boundary, backward point, cover, mid-on, long off, 25 for 2. Sahil Shah yet to face Mokil Ayasami, 17 from 16. Here's Gaurav Rana. This one is short of length, and Sahil Shah is wasting no time. His first delivery is back down the track over the side screen for the first maximum of the day. The score goes up to 31 for 2. What a way to open an innings. The first delivery depositing out of the park. Excellent from Sahil Shah. Gaurav Rana. Sometimes it's excellent when you been hit for 6 and then you get a wicket after it, but he goes from hero to villain, getting a wicket, and then the very next delivery deposited out of the park. Sahil Shah weighing 1,409 on his back. First time I've seen a 4-digit number on a sport player's back. I've seen the 3 digits. Chris Gale 333. I've seen others with 120 and 172 as well. Rana is in, and this one is down the leg side and off the pads. Wicketkeeper Hassan collecting, saving the extras. So Gaurav 1 for 10 from his 1.4 overs. This is the last over of the power play. There was a change in the field after that 6 was struck. Mid-wicket came back to regular mid-wicket. Long on went out to the boundary, and third man came up in the circle. 2 deliveries to 1 legal delivery left in the power play. Gaurav making a change to the field, and Berman is going wider at long on. Here is Rana, he's in, and this one is short and well played. Measured pull shot by Sahil Shah. I like what I see so far from him. He's gone up to 10 from 3 deliveries. The score now moves up to 35 for 2. Excellent from Sahil Shah. He's 10 from 3. Mokil Ayasami, he's 17 from 6. And that's the end of the power play. 35 for 2 at the end of the power play. Not too bad. A decent score for the power play. Gaurav Rana, 2 overs. 1 for 14. Last over going for 12 actually.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
You say so there's a new bowler to start. The first spinner of the day looks like an off spinner. His name is Praneeth. He's wearing number 27. He's into Mukil, right arm over. And this one is short, and Mukil is pulling this one to mid-wicket. There's a man on the boundary, one bounce, and just a single to start, a long single. And there's a shy at the keeper's end from Praneeth. He's in the game. Sahil Shah looking to see if there's a second run. It was never on, but Praneeth just keeping the blood flowing. Umpire Saeed, he will continue, will do the repair job to the wickets at the striker's end. 36 for 2. So the field has been spread. Long off, long on, mid-wicket, square leg on the boundary, cover sweeping, short fine leg, short third man, backward point and cover. 4 in the circle, five fielders allowed outside. So already utilizing the full quartet of fielders outside the circle at the end of the power play. And the spinner coming on for the first time. Sahil Shah. He's in. He's Praneeth again, right arm off spin. This one is short and Shah is stucking this one to short third man. Single is not on, no run. And it was fielded by number 47, Sharma, Darindra Sharma. Praneeth again, his third delivery coming up. And this one is short, slower delivery, and he's stucking this one to short fine leg. There's a shy at the bowler's end, comfortably in the end for single. Shah goes up to 11 from 5. Praneeth is in again, 37 for 2. This one is short, and Mukil is playing this wrong to the man on the square leg boundary. Gaurav fields, and just a single. Long singles, 2 long singles and a short one this over so far. 2 deliveries left. 38 for 2. And Sahil's playing this one up to long off. It will drop short, just a single again, another long single. Score goes up to 39 for 2. Sahil is up to 12. Mukil is on 19. Praneeth is in again. This one is pitched up and driven back past the bowler. Bowler has a half stop. Yes, track back. Single completed. Mukil moves up to 20 now. Score is 40 for 2. That's the end of the 7th over. Praneeth none for 5 in his first. So there's another change in the bowling. Vasav Desai will pick up the attack at the beginning of the 8th over. Another spinner. Looks like he's going to be bowling left arm through and round. At the first look, he looks like left arm slow orthodox bowler, finger spinner. And the field is very much still the same. Actually, there are 3 men behind point. Point, backward point, short third man, and cover. Here's Desai in. This one is well bowled. Mokil is playing it back up the track. The man at cover fields. No run. Square leg mid wicket. Long on, long off, and cover. And those are the boundary fielders. This one is pitched up and played back to the bowler again. Mokil missing out. Can cash in. Maybe could have played through the cover. Looks like he's calling for a bat. Maybe a broken bat. So the boundary riders. Cover. Long off, long on. Mid wicket and square leg. Batsman calling for replacement bat. Score 40 for 2. 2 deliveries, no run this over so far. Decent start by Desai. No pyrotechnics, no more pyrotechnics so far since Gurav Rana's over. And changing the bat. NY Gotham. It's a moderate start, I would say. 40 for 2 from 7.2. Jason Greaves caught at the wicket for 2 off of Sankit Yadav. Tokir Hassan, the wicket keeper. Here's Desai, left arm, wrong. This one is pitched up and is playing a miss. Looks like it's going to be some buys, just one actually. Yes, one buy. Score goes up to 41 now. Anthony Jagannath, he was also caught at the wicket off of Gurav Rana for 4 runs. Gurav Rana was then hit for 6. The very next delivery by Sahil Shah. Here is Desai. This one is a slow delivery on the stumps. Sahil Shah respects a good delivery. 2 deliveries left. 41 for 2. Desai is back. Ball. And this is a faster delivery. It's a wide ball outside the off stump. Taken by keeper Hassan. Score moves up to 42 now. So there's no one on the onside in the circle. There are 3 men on the boundary on the onside. It's this side. This is a slow one and it's wide outside off some signal by umpire Saeed again. Score moves up to 43 now. Desai is in. Balls. This one is pitched up. Faster delivery. One bounce into Kapil Khanna at mid wicket. Sahil moves up to 13 now. Score 44 for 2. 1 delivery left. Desai is in. This one is short and paddled away by Mokil. Very nicely played, neatly played, and it will run into the boundary for another boundary for Mokil Ayasami. The score moves up to 48. Mokil is up to 24. He's playing a handy knock here. So far I like the way that Maryland Mavericks has set up their field. most of the times employing an offside field rather than, packing in the onside. Even with the spinners on, they have selected to have more players on the offside rather than the onside.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
ब्रेकफास्ट भूल गया. कर लूंगा.
इतनी बार बोला है ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है.
रखूं. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट चैट 3 minutes में इम्पॉसिबल. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर, मिक्स, कवर और 3 minutes में रेडी. MTR 3 minute breakfast, इंडिया का ब्रेकफास्ट.
Praneeth to continue, right arm off spin. So any finger spinners, no wrist spinner, no leg spinners yet. Or Chinaman googly. Praneeth is in. This one is short of a length and going down. It's actually a wide delivery fielded by Gaurav Rana at short fine leg. Score moves up to 49 now. Actually 50. That brings up the 50 because they took a run off the single. So 50 coming up after 8 overs, 8 over 8.0 because 8 overs would have been completed before that delivery. So is Ayasami facing up to Praneeth again. And he's bowled him. Praneeth strikes, it's 50 for 3 now. Ayasami goes for 24, handy knock, 24 from 24. But this one kept just a bit low. He misses off the drive and it's 50 for 3.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है. इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com. यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो. विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So the new batsman is Rovin Dasraj. He replaces Mokil Ayasami, 50 for 3. And he's the first left-hander to take strike today for NY Gothams. CBTF title sponsor and MTR associate sponsor. Just about to take his guard. I know that franchise cricket, 2020 cricket is taken off, but I'd love to see some 2 innings cricket stateside. I think it would go a long way for the development of the U19s and the U25 players. Praneeth, right arm wrong this time to Dasraj. It's in. This one is short of a length, and Dasraj just leaves it, let it go by. Leaves it, let it go by, and there's a slip. Point, cover, short fine leg. Those are the fielders inside the circle. Sweeper cover is, and here's Praneeth in again. This one is short, and he is cutting. There's an appeal from Hassan. Umpire Kalu is not interested. Not out is the call. So his score means 50 for 3. Long off, long on, deep mid wicket, and deep square leg on the boundary. And Praneeth is bowling right arm off spin, and he's beating him all ends up. Hassan just looking to see if there's a stomping opportunity as well. Scoring means 50 for 3. Just 2 runs in this over off the wide of the first delivery. Nothing since then. Praneeth is in, and it's a slow delivery, and Dasraj is tucking this one to point, no run. So just tightening the screws here, Praneeth. One delivery left. right arm off spin. This one is a slow one and he's beating him. Looks like it's either missed the stumps by a hair or drop chance. I think it's probably missed the stumps by a hair. Let's see the replay. Yeah, just missing a half a chance. Missed, yeah, players half a chance there. So it's 50 for 3, just 2 runs coming off it plus a wicket. So successful over for Maryland Mavericks.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट
So
किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है.
रखूँ. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट चैट 3 minutes में इम्पॉसिबल. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर, मिक्स, कवर और 3 minutes में रेडी. MTR 3 minute breakfast, इंडिया का breakfast.
Desai will continue with his left arm orthodox. 3 bowlers picking up wickets so far. Other 2 yet to be successful. Desai, this one is pitched up a faster delivery and ricocheting onto the stumps. Shahil Shah looks like he prefers the quicker bowling. Hasn't seemed to unleash so far against the spinners. Ricochet onto the stumps, but the batsman was back in his crease, so no damage done. Still 53 for 3. 50 for 3 actually. This one is pitched up and Shah is driving through the cover. Should be a single, a long single again. Score goes up to 51. Backup coming off the boundary was Sankit Yadav. He will stay in the circle. So again, employing a very strong outside field, cover, backward point, shorted man, cover sweep on the boundary, long off, long on, deep in wicket. Here's Desai. This one is hit the pad. There's an appeal, and they'll scramble through for leg by. Score goes up to 52 now. Leg by signal by umpire Saeed. Two runs and over so far. Here's Desai in. And it's a faster delivery outside off. No runs. Shouldered arms by Sahil Shah. No run. 3 men behind point, point, backward point, shorted man, cover. Only 3 on the onside. All in the boundary. Here's Desai. This one is tossed up, slower through the air. And Sahil Shah is sweeping. Just a single. And that's actually a wide. So 2 runs there. Score goes up to 54 for 3 now. Left and right hand combination causing the field changes after every single. Desai is in. This one is faster and driven down the ground. Should be an easy single. Berman cleans up on the bubble. Score moves up to 55 now. 55 for 3. This presentation brought to you by CBTF, the title sponsor, and MTR, associate sponsor. Desai is in. This one is faster. Yorked Sahil Patel. Just a single out to in front of square. Looking for 2 balls, never on. Dead accurate throw from the bowler to the wicketkeeper. And that ends the 10th over. After 10 overs, it is 57 for 3. Sahil Patel on 15. Dushraj on 1. Wicket so far. Jason Greaves, he went for 2. Caught at the wicket by Hassan off of Sankit Yadav. Anthony Jagannath caught Wicketkeeper Hassan bowled Rana for 4. Mukhel Ayasami, he made 24, bowled Praneeth. So 57 for 2.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
58 for 3 now. And this one is deposited over wide mid-wicket. The score moves up to 63. Dushraj getting into the act, depositing Praneeth out of the field for boundary. Played the short fine leg, no run. And Dushraj is going again. This one was short of the man at mid-wicket. Come back for 2. Score moves up to 65 now. So run starting to flow a bit here. Spinners loosening the screws a bit. Praneeth is in again. This one is down the leg side and it's beaten the wicketkeeper. That should run into the boundary. That should be wide and 4. Welcome runs here for NY Gothams. The score moves up to 70 now. Umpire Kalu making the signal wide and the boundary. So 70 for 3. Dushraj is on 9. Sahil Shah is on 16. Ball is back now. Praneeth, 2 overs, 4 deliveries, none for 21, 70 for 3 after 10.4. This one is slow and Dushraj is playing into short-head man for a comfortable single. Score moves up to 71 now. Dushraj into double figures now. He's up to 10 from 11. Dushraj making up. He was at 1 from 7 previously before he hit that lofty 6 over deep mid-wicket, over mid-wicket. Praneeth over the wicket to Shah. And Shah is playing this one. That's going to be a big one over the long on fielder. That's another maximum. Score goes up to 77 now. 77 for 3 in the slot. And that's exactly where Shah likes it. Deposited through the pine trees for another maximum.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So there's a change in the bowling. His bowler is going to be Suprit Madan, number 30. The last over went for 21. That has been the biggest over in the innings so far. Madan looks like another right-arm off spinner, finger spinner, as he's warming up. Scores 77 for 3. Dusraj will pick up strike. Again, strong offside field. Actually 5 on the offside and 4 on the on. Point, backward point, cover sweeper. Here's Madan. This one is short and turned around looking for 2. And yes, no, they decide against it. So another single to Dusraj, Robin Dusraj. He's up to 11 from 12. Change in the field as right-hander Shah comes in. Scores 78 for 3. Square leg. Mid wicket on the boundary. Square leg on the boundary. Deep backward square. Long on. Long off. Cover. Madan is in, and this one is swept wide of mid wicket, and an excellent stop by Kapil Khanna in mid wicket, and they're looking for, oh, he's out, run out, looking for the second, and umpire Kulu signals for the third umpire replay, and let's see what is going to go to the third man. Let's see. So just waiting for the third umpire to make the decision. Score is 77. Okay, so Sahil Shah survives to fight another day. Gets to 84-3 now. Umpire Kalu saying not out after reviewing with the third umpire. So a little bit of a technicality there, but cricket will be the winner at the end of the day. Players responding positively. And umpire Kalu just making the stumps again, being assisted by wicketkeeper Hassan. Sahil Shah, he's up to 24 now. 24 has been the top score of the day. 24 by Mukil Ayasami. 24 by Sahil Shah. Ravin Dusraj on 11. Suprit Madan, the right arm off spin bowler. Scores picked up a bit, especially after the slow start against the quick bowlers. We had 20 off the last over, 21. 80 for 3, 11 overs and 2 deliveries. Square leg on the boundaries, actually in front of square. Mid wicket in the circle, deep mid wicket on the boundary, long on, long off, cover. Here's Madan, this one is short, and Sahil is playing this one to short, third man, no run. On the arm back to the wicket keeper, score remains at 80 for 3. Cover sweep on the boundary. And Sahil is having a heave at this. This one is off the outside edge and a well run into the third man boundary for another 4. Sahil Shah moves up to 28. He takes over from Mukil Ayasami as the top scorer for the day so far. Score moves up to 84 for 3. You have point and short third man to complete the field for Supreet Madan. He's bowled none for 7 from 4 so far. Would probably prefer to be a little bit tidier, but unlucky that last delivery. Tucked into the offside for a quick single. Sahil goes up to 29 now. The score is 85 for 3. So seeing different styles here from Sahil Shah. He's not only about going downtown, he can play the finesse shots, tucking to the offside, tucking, playing the guys down to short third man and so on. So he has a decent range of shots as well. Madan is in, and this one is short, and this one is deposited into the man's hands at deep mid wicket. Dusraj goes, he's caught at mid wicket. A comfortable catch by the man in the mid wicket boundary. The score goes up to is now 85 for 4. New York Gothams losing their 4th wicket, and easy catch there by Rohit. So Supreet Madan, he picks up a wicket. He is 1 for 8 from his solitary over.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So there's a change in the bowling. Kapil Khanna, he replaces Desai. Actually, he replaced Desai because Madan would have replaced Praneeth, and he looks like another finger spinner, left arm orthodox again. This one is fast, and Shah is playing this one to short to backward square for a single. Bit of football in the fielding. It's not football season in Europe right now, summertime, summer break. Probably got some MLS games going on, Major League Soccer. And new batsman, Wakas Akhtar, number 83, right-hand batsman. And it's tucked into the offside of a short dish delivery for another single. Score goes up to 87 now. Wakas Akhtar off the strike, first delivery. Similar, not as quite fanfare as Shah. This one is up, and Shah is whipping this one to mid wicket, and Shah goes caught by Gaurav Rana. Kapil Khanna strikes. It's 87 for 5. The wickets are tumbling here. Seems like a procession. So 87-5. And new batsman coming in. Kapilkana striking in his first over. 87-5. Sahil, he would have made 29. Top score so far today. The new batsman is going to be Rivaldo Jesse Ragu. Rivaldo. His name similar to the name of the Brazilian footballer. One of my favorites. Barcelona World Cup winner as well. Kapilkana, 3 deliveries, 2 runs, 1 wicket. Right-hand batsman Jesse Ragu. And he's playing for defensive. Kapilkana keeping it tight from the onset. This one is changing point of delivery. So this one he delivered from behind the popping crease for a single. Ragu gets off the mark. Score moves up to 88 now. 88 for 5. Brings Wakas into strike. So 2 new batsmen. So opportunity here for Mavericks to tighten the screws again. And this one is left alone outside the off stump. And that's the end of a very successful over for Maryland Mavericks. Kapilkana 1 for 3 from that over. The score is 88 for 5.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है, इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cptfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cptfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
Saprit Madan continues. Right arm off spin. He's bowling around the wicket into Rivaldo. Rivaldo's playing to the onside off the inside edge. Should pick up 2 easily. Sanket Yadav coming around from the deep backward square boundary position. Coming off the boundary. Had to go around towards fine leg. Score moves up to 90 now. 90 for 5. The field. Short fine leg, deep backward square, mid wicket. And this one is popped to the slip, no run. Wakasakta wasn't too sure about that one. So 7 bowlers used so far by the Maryland Mavericks. Deep mid wicket on the boundary, long off, long on. Cover sweeper. Point and short third man. Madan is in again, right arm wrong, off spin, and trying to play this one through the offside. Rivaldo gets an inside edge yet again to short fine leg for another single. So 3 runs off 3 deliveries so far, 91 for 5. Madan is in, and he's bowled him. Another wicket here goes. Wakas Akhtar's played on. Madan strikes again. He's gotten 2 for 11 from 1.4, and it's 91 for 6 now.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारी ट्रीट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है.
रखूँ. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट चैट 3 minutes में इम्पॉसिबल. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर, मिक्स, कवर और 3 minutes में रेडी. MTR 3 minute breakfast. इंडिया का ब्रेकफास्ट.
Okay, so new batsman is Krishna Bhatia. Looks like he's a second left-hander today. 91 for 6. So Mavericks really tightening their screws. Picked up 4 wickets in no time since the fall of 4 wickets for an average about 41 runs. So it's been a procession. It's still 4 overs and still 6 overs and 2 deliveries after this remaining. So still a lot of time for a cameo from either Rivaldo or Bhatia. And still a lot of time to post a score in the region of 130, 140. And he's playing a miss. No run, 91 for 6. Very good over from Madden so far. Just 3 runs from it and the wicket. This one is slow and Bhatia is back playing. No run. Bhatia just walking up the track to have a little chat with his colleague. It's the end of the 14th over. Score is 91 for 6. Krishna Bhatia yet to score, and Rivaldo, he's on 4 from 5. NY Gothams pretty much prefer to have Shah still at the crease and maybe Mukel Ayasami there, but they have since departed. Here's Kapilkana, left arm thrown round. This one is a fast delivery, laser accuracy from Kapilkana, play for defensive from Rivaldo. 91 for 6. Sun is coming out here. And this one is shorter delivery. No run. So some clouds to the western side of the field. Sun to the eastern side of the field. Here's kinda in, and this one is tossed up, and Rivaldo is going for a heave, and he stumps. Well done by Hassan. It's 91 for 7 now. Rivaldo goes for 4, and NY Gothams in a spot of bother here.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता. इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com. यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो. विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So the new batsman is Marcel Brook. Marcel Brook, right-hand batsman. He's wearing number 11. You have short, fine leg. No sweeper on the square leg boundary. Mid-wicket, long on. Long off. Cover sweeper. Here's Kana. And Brooks shoulders arms. Beats the keeper as well. Goes to short third man for no run actually. It's probably came off the pad. Not so if the ball comes off the pad and you didn't offer a shot, you cannot get a single unless you were trying to avoid injury. That wasn't the case here. It was shoulder arms. Kana is bowling this one from back of the popping crease, played out to the outside. The keeper retrieve, easy single in the end. Score moves on to 92 now, 92 for 7. This is the 15th over, 14.4. Kana using the crease, so a few deliveries he'll bowl from the popping crease, and then a few he will bowl from the bowling crease. So these are some tricks in the trade for the spinners. Seen it being utilized by the fast bowlers and the medium pacers as well. Karen Pollard, well known to use the crease and bowl from behind the crease as well, to change up the pace and vary the trajectory. Kinda this one is short and he's beating Bhatia outside the off stump.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट
So
किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे
Okay.
पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है.
रखूँ. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट चैट 3 मिनट्स में इम्पॉसिबल, मगर MTR का 3 मिनट उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर, मिक्स, कवर और 3 मिनट्स में रेडी. MTR 3 मिनट ब्रेकफास्ट, इंडिया का ब्रेकफास्ट.
So after 15 overs, it's 92 for 7. Krishna Bhatia yet to score. Marcel Brooks is on 1. Last man dismissed was Rivaldo Ragu. Stumped by Hassan off of Kapil Khanna. He made 4. 92 for 7 now. Here is Madan into his third over. This one is short. Marcel is tucking this one. And he gets a boundary off the misfield. Well played by Marcel Brooks. Actually a cut shot. And the score moves up to 96. So welcome boundary here for NY Gothams. They have been a bit quiet the last 3 overs since Madan and Kapil Khanna picked up the bowling. So welcome boundary this time. Marcel Brooks moves up to 5. Change in the field. The cover moves to point, cover point. And here is Madan. This one is short and Brooks is playing a dab to the backward point fielder, and this is backed up by the bowler himself. Score moves up to 97. Brooks is up to 6 now. Changing the field for Kana, who's actually changing the field for Batia, who's a left-hander. So you have slip, cover point, cover, sweep on the boundary and offside. And Batia is playing this one into the onside, but he can't get a single. Greaves trying to marshal the troops from in the NY Gothams dugout. No run that time. 97 for 7. Here's Madan. This one is short and spinning past Batia. Batia shoulders, arms. So last is the death overs, man. Time to have a go. But anyway, trying to consolidate as well, seeing that only 3 wickets left. Here's Madan again. This one is slower and Batia is playing defensively. No run. And he's trying to have a sweep. He misses. And no runs any over. 97 for 7 after 16. Madan 3 overs, 2 for 16. He's been the pick of the bowler so far for the Mavericks. Kapil Khanna, he has 2 wickets as well. He has 2 from his 2 overs. He will continue. Gaurav Rana warming up as well. Looking to come back at the end during the death overs. Marcelo Brooks, he's on 6. He's kind of beaten outside the off stump, no run. Kana is in and Brooks is playing this one to mid wicket. The call is for 2. A turn, no. Krishna was about 5 yards down the track but had to turn back. 98 for 7 now. Changing the field for the left-hander. Brooks trying to keep it positive. Need some aid from Batia as well. And here is kind of left arm over to Batia, and Batia is swinging and a miss. 360 swing from Batia. Trying to pull that delivery. Probably better off looking to go downtown or through the cover on that occasion. It's kind of, this one is slow and Batia is playing onto the pad to short fine leg. There's an appeal for run out. No signal coming from the umpire, so it looks like another single. 99 for 7 now. Brooks will take strike. He's on 7. Batia just got off the mark with that tuck to short fine leg off the pads. Umpire side just repairing the wickets, scooting out back to his position at square leg. Strikers and umpire. Kana is in and Brooks is playing this one to the offside. Defensive prod, he'll get a single. Score moves up, that's 100. 100 coming up for NY Gothams. So they've made a three digits. Still 3 overs and 1 delivery left. Kana into Batia. And Batia is having a swing. This is a good swing. Batia gets it onto the side screen. That's a maximum. Score goes up to 106. Batia finally opening up and coming into the game with a boundary off of Kana. 106 for 7.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
Madan will finish his quota of overs. Is into his 4th now. He's bowled 4 on the trot. Madan right arm wrong, and Brooks is having a go, missing it. Swashbuckling shot for no runs, missing that delivery that time. Hassan breaking the wickets. Stifled appeal, not out from umpire Kulu at the striker's end. Madan. This one is slower and is beating Brooks again. Just creeping under the bat a bit. No run, 106 for 7. Madan has been most impressive bowler. Another swing and a miss for Brooks. So Madan is tightening the screws on Brooks here. Cat and mouse game. Who's gonna win? This is gonna be Brooks. This is gonna be Madan. 3 deliveries, no run. This is the 17th over. 18th over actually. And Brooks is chipping this one too long on for a single. Madan showing that he has the ability to bowl in the death overs as well. 2 overs and 2 deliveries after this. Batia showing that he does have a long handle as well. Of the last delivery he faced, he deposited Kana onto the side screen. And Batia is trying to swing this around the corner, but cannot make contact. No run, 107 now. 1 delivery left in Madan's spell. He's bowled 3 overs, 5 deliveries, 2 wickets for 17 runs. Change in the field. Backward square in the circle. And it's a slower delivery from Madan, and it's lobbed. Keeper takes a comfortable catch. That's his 4th dismissal today. Madan ends with 3 for 17 from his 4, and it's 107 for 8 now. NY Gothams' start-stop procession has continued for them all through this innings. 2 overs left. Marcel Brooks is still there, and he'll be joined shortly.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारी
Okay.
ट्रीट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी.
रखूँ. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 मिनट्स में इम्पॉसिबल, मगर MTR का 3 मिनट उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर, मिक्स, कवर और 3 मिनट्स में रेडी. MTR 3 मिनट ब्रेकफास्ट, इंडिया का ब्रेकफास्ट.
Karna into Brooks. And Brooks is playing this one into the offside. There's a man running around, but he won't get it. Single. New batsman and left-hander. No, the third left-hander. New batsman is Marvin Loban. New batter. Have to get used to these new terminologies. Gender neutral terminology. Batter, whether it be male or female. I started my cricketing career back in the 90s when everyone was referred to as batsman or batsmen. And Loban is missing this one outside off some fast delivery from Kana. No run, 108 for 8. This one is short and Loban is missing again. He's missed 2 on a trot now. So the spinners showing that they have the ability to bowl in the power play. Sorry, in the death overs, apologies. And Loban is playing this one out to mid-wicket off the inside edge. Just for single, 109. Pinpoint accurate throw from the man coming off this square leg boundary. Cricket guru Amit with CBTF, fastest cricket news. MTR Amit Majitha, Karna in to Brooks. This one is slower and he's bowled him. Slower delivery. Brooks going for a heave again and it's 109 for 9. Brooks goes and New York Gothams not looking pretty at all. Played all over this one. This one just keeping low under the bat. Another wicket for Mavericks.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
So the last batsman is Parin Patel, number 7. He's a right-handed. And 2 deliveries left in this over. 1 over after this one. So Kapil Khanna will continue. This one is fast, tucked up to the man at backward point. He's missed it. So what should have been a single turns into 2. Score moves up to 111 now. Misfield there from the man at backward point. 111 for 9 after 19 overs. So 1 over left.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट
So
किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी and then
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
बेबी की चिट चैट 3 मिनट्स में इम्पॉसिबल, मगर MTR का 3 मिनट उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर, मिक्स, कवर और 3 मिनट्स में रेडी। MTR 3 मिनट ब्रेकफास्ट, इंडिया का ब्रेकफास्ट।
So we've seen a diet of spin since the power play. Spinners bowling would have been 13 overs from the power play till now, and Gaurav Rana will come back now to bowl the final over. He's bowled 2 overs, 1 for 14. and he'll be bowling to Marvin Loban. Last wicket, last over, 111 for 9. Mid wicket in the circle, no mid wicket on the boundary. Cover, short fine leg, point, cover point on the boundary. Third man, square leg, long off and long on. And is a appeal for quarter the wicket, and Loban goes. That's the end of the innings. 111 for 9. Loban goes for 1. Rana comes back and cleans up the shop in quick succession and only needed one delivery. Patel is left not out on 2. 111 all out in 19.1. To recap the innings for New York Gothams. Jason Greaves, he made 2 quarter the wicket off of Yadav. Then you had Mukil Ayasami, he made 24. 29 by Sahil Patel. And those were the main scorers today. The pick of the bowlers would have been the spinners. 3 wickets each for Kapil Khanna and Madan, Supreet Madan, and 2 wickets as well for Gaurav Rana.
You just witnessed the match from US Premier League. We are right here live from SUNY Purchase College at New York. And yes, Jason is here. So Jason, how was it and what was your expectation, and do you think that expectation fulfilled?
Definitely not fulfilled. I'm not happy, but is it 111? It's what we have on tins. Score on the board is always tough, and it seems like the wicket is turning a lot. So just some adjustments and some little strategic things that we as a unit have to do in order to defend this 111.
How much you are liking or loving USPL?
I'm loving the tournament. I actually like the tournament, the environment, and everything that it brings, but it's a little bit damp for me, and what I mean by that is we're yet to get a win. So my focus right now is to lead from up front and try to get us our first win for the tournament from last tournament and this tournament.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank
I mean, it was a decent score. 111, we should chase it, hopefully. So, yeah, both of us bowled well. Even the openers bowled well. So, hopefully, it'll be a easy chase for us because the wicket's good. There's nothing wrong with the wicket. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. Yes.
So the way you guys bowled, and are you really confident that they're not gonna do anything like that?
I don't think so. They don't have us, so no. Yeah. I don't think so. If they bowl good, maybe they can put us under pressure, but not really. We have good batsmen sitting out there. I just hope we finish it with the top order. It doesn't come down to the middle or lower order. That's it.
All right. Best of luck to your team. All right, and please say a few words about USPL. How much you're loving it.
It's been great. Played the phase 1, and this is the first game for phase 2. So, it's been one of the good tournaments. So, yeah, so far so good. We're loving it.
I just started with the phase 2. I was not here in phase 1, but yes, a good environment, good social things. Like you can go ahead and with this tournament. Yes, very good. Like it. Like loving playing here.
All right, guys, we're live from SUNY Purchase College at New York, and you are watching US Premier League live right now. All right here next to me is the co-owner of Maryland Mavericks, Sharad Joshi ji. Namaste and welcome.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Absolutely. This day is really fantastic and your team is playing. So what is your feelings right now?
I think we won the toss, elected to bowl, and this was one of the best bowling performances. We stuck to our basics. Spinners held their line, and we were able to get quick wickets and very cheaply. So I'm really happy with the performance.
Last week, it was a win. And today, at Game 5, we are really thinking that it will be another win for you guys. So how happy you are right now?
Yeah, we want to cross the bridge first, so we want to win it first. Last week was a fantastic win. Batsmen played extremely well, played highest score of USPL, and this time bowlers did their job. Now we just want to steadily bat and then win the game for us. So yes, we want to keep on winning and be at the top of the table.
How much do you think that USPL is supporting the cricketers?
Absolutely supporting. USPL has been a great league, and it has promoted cricketers all over. And there are a lot of fines from USPL that have been going into different leagues. So it is a fantastic opportunity for cricketers. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, of course, we will be back with the game, and you are watching US Premier League live here from SUNY Purchase College at New York.
So the umpires are making their way out. The players already there. Opening batters are Darren Sharma and Tokir Hassan. Darren Sharma will pick up strike first. Opening the bowling for NY Gotham will be the captain Jason Greaves with his right arm off-spin. Maryland Mavericks needing 112 runs from 20 overs. Just above 5 runs per over. 5.24. Tokir Hassan to take first strike. He's a left-hander. Greaves will be bowling right arm wrong. Umpire Kalu signals. Calls play as well. A slip. Point. Cover. Extra cover. Mid-off. Greaves with a slow one, and Hussein is cutting this one past point. He'll get a single. Turn for 2. Sharma. Ball was retrieved by Wakas Akhtar. So positive start already from Maryland Mavericks. They've been on top of the game from the word go. This one is short and it's cut again. This time straight to the fielder. No run. It'll take some doing from NY Gotham to pull this one back. Let's see. Greaves changes his mode of delivery. Right arm through and round. And this one is lobbed. A simple catch for Wakas at point. Oh, a poor cricket shot from Tokir Hassan. And Gotham strikes in the first over. It's 2 for 1. Excellent start from Gotham. Just what they needed with a low total. So it's a very good start for Gothams.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
New batsman. New batsman is Rohit Savarkar, right-handed. Score is 2 for 1, 3 deliveries bowled, 2 runs, 1 wicket. Greaves number 66, 3/4 Darren Sammy. Greaves is lobbing this one and it's beaten the batsman down the leg side. The keeper has missed it as well. Come through for a single. And it's a wide, so 2 runs, a wide and 1 for the run taken by the batsman. And score goes up to 4 for 1. So Greaves, I had a brief chat with him during the interval, and he did make note that the spin has done the trick for Mavericks. So he'd be trying to utilize the same strategy during his stint on the field, and he's already done so by starting with spin. He's in, and this one is bouncing from short of a length and beating the batsman. No run. So already successful so far with the employment of spin, Jason Greaves. So man on the deep mid wicket, on the boundary, almost cow corner, long on as well. Greaves is in, and this one is lobbed. A good flight from Greaves. Nice conventional spinner, not the spinner who bowls darts. That one batsman having a heave but missing. The wicketkeeper breaking the wickets as well. Looks like it's Mukil Ayasami as the wicketkeeper. And it's lobbed, and this one is deposited out of the park over long of 6. That's the first maximum for Mavericks. So they have answered back. The score goes up to 10 for 1 at the end of the first over. So good looking shot there from the new batsman, Rohit. Rohit coming off the mark with that boundary. Actually, that single, that boundary was scored by Sharma. Sharma depositing that one over long off, 10 for 1. So taking advantage of the spin, and only 2 fielders outside the circle. The bowler to continue would be Marcel Brooks. Marcel Brooks, left arm orthodox. So all finger spinners today. We haven't seen a wrist spinner as yet. Helicopter passing by. Can't make out any names on it. Marcel Brooks different from Greaves. Greaves has a loop to his bowling. Marcel Brooks more of the darty variety, not as darty as Karna. Freeze pose, and this one is cut by Rohit, and that should go into the boundary. So another boundary, dealing in boundaries here. The score goes up to 14. 14 for 1. Rohit coming off the mark. Brooks is in and Rohit is cutting again. No run. A fumble, actually. Get a single to Bhatia after the fumble. The score goes up to 15 now. 15 for 1. Brings Darindra Sharma on strike. So more positive start from Mavericks as compared to Gothams. Play and a miss from Sharma. 15 for 1. Brooks in. This one is looped and he's playing this one to cover. No run. Well fielded. It's like Bhatia again. So Bhatia was at point. He misfield. They switched him over to extra cover. And this time he fielded without any fuss, without any issue. Airplane passing over again. Here's Brooks, the freeze pose. And he's bowled him. Brooks strikes and he's off running in celebration. A second wicket for New York Gotham here. New York Gotham making early inroads. This is a second strike. Darindra Sharma goes. He's bowled. Brooks strikes. It's 15 for 2 after 2.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
New batsman is Praneeth Niragurumula. He's by number 27, but that was the end of the over, so Rohit will pick up a strike and he'll be facing Greaves to continue. Praneeth scored 100 in the last game, so he'll be looking to continue in a similar fashion. If he gets, I don't think he'd have an opportunity to get to that today, but if he does, definitely do good for the Mavericks in winning this game. Greaves is tossing this one up and wrapped on the pad. Umpire Kalu says not out. Everyone is making their way towards the umpire, appealing. A very strong appeal, hefty appeal from the Gothams, knowing that they need the wickets and they need them fast. Still 15 for 2. Greaves. Rohit is playing this one to cover. Third ball to follow Bhatia. Slip and a leg slip. Greaves is lofting this one, and Rohit is hitting this one over the long of boundary. That's another maximum. Rohit takes the score up to 21. Lofty hitting. So it was Sharma the last time. This time it's Rohit clearing the man. Actually, the man was in at mid-off. He's now gone back to long off. A change being made now as Rivaldo comes in the circle. He comes to mid-on. For 2. Greaves getting some support from Mr. number 99. Pranith is back playing, no run. Greaves 1 for 16 from 1.4. MTR, quick fix. Get your meals there. Greaves with a faster one, and Pranith is playing this one to mid-on. A single, easy single in the end. 22 now, 22 for 2. So T20 cricket with some test flavor added to it. 2 slips, actually a slip and a leg slip, similar to when the Mavericks employed mainly offside field when their fast bowlers were bowling. Greaves is in, and this one is off the inside edge of Pranith's bat, past the man at leg slip, running out towards the fine leg boundary. They come back for 2, quite comfortably in the end. Score goes up to 24 for 2. And at the end of 3 overs, 24 for 2, so Mavericks making their way.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी नहीं.
हाँ.
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा. Just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3 minute breakfast. इंडिया का breakfast.
Marcel Brooks to continue. Second over now for him. You have feel very much the same. No leg slip for Brooks this time. The leg slip has gone out to backward square. Alongside the umpire, a few yards away from the umpire though. Brooks is in, and his beat is the edge past the man at slip. And this is going out to the 3rd man boundary. Retrieve 2 runs. Actually, it was a single to Rohit. He's on 13 from 9. Pranith is 2 from 1. Playing this one back down the track, and it beats the man at long on into the boundary. Another boundary here for for Maryland Mavericks. They go up to 29 for 2. So Maverick moving along quite nicely, motoring on. They're ahead of the game here. They're ahead of the run rate. Run rate currently 8.7. Their required run rate at the start would have been 5.52, 5.54 actually, but they're well ahead. Current run rate 8.7. Brooks with the freeze pose run up. Walking in a chip. And he's lofting this one over mid-off. Over long off into the boundary. Praneeth gets another boundary. This time it's a maximum. Score goes up to 35 for 2 now. So Maryland Maverick not wasting any time. Using the lack of feelers. Doesn't matter if they are inside the circle or on the boundary. They're capitalizing. Brooks is in again, and this one is played to wide of the man at mid-on, just for single this time. So just prefer the singles as compared to the boundaries. 36 for 2. Already 11 runs off this over. 12. This one is short. And it's being pulled wide up between the man at long on and mid on. And that looks like the fielder got the ball and disturbed the boundary at the same time. And the third umpire is signaling that it's a boundary. And it's signaling that it's 4. Fielder made contact with the ball and this boundary ropes at the same time. Score goes up to 40 now. 40 for 2. And this time it's just played back up the track by Rohit. So it's 40 for 2. Rohit on 17 from 10. Praneeth on 13 from 4. Mavericks motoring along well at 10 runs per over. 40 for 2.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है, इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cptfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cptfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
New bowler is Sahil Shah. He replaces Jason Greaves. It's another finger spinner. Or spin variety. Feels back. Feels changed again. Long on. Deep mid wicket. Almost toward the cow corner region. A slip. Backward square. Mid wicket. Mid off. Cover. Point. Deep on the circle. Backward point as well. This one is short and it's being cut through the covers. Not a man move into the boundary ropes. Praneeth knew it was a boundary from the time it left his bat, and the score goes up to 44 for 2. Excellent cricket here from Mavericks. NY Gothams, their body language is already sapping. Shah is in and he's trying to dab this one but beaten. This one is short and cut, and that's going to be another boundary. The fielder's already given up chase. Score goes up to 48 now. Praneeth is making easy work, light work of this chase so far. He's up to 21 from 7. Rohit is with him on 17 from 11.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इस इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
For Praneeth, that brings up the 50 as well. It's 52 for 2 now. Praneeth is up to 25, and he's continuing where he left off in the last game. He scored a massive 100 as well. So Praneeth really looking to stamp his name on the USPL. This one is short and he's cutting. Excellent stop there by Bhatia this time. Just a single. So 13 runs coming from the over. It is 53 for 2. Praneeth, he's on 26. Rohit is on 17. Shah's first over going for 13 runs. Actually, he still has one delivery. And he's going up and over. One bounce into the boundary. Score goes up to 57. So again, Mavericks making a meal so far. It's 57 for 2 after 5 overs, and we still have 1 over in the power play. The current run rate 11.4, and already halfway past the halfway mark in terms of the chase.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि
So changing the bowling, we'll see some seam pace for the first time from NY Gotham. Most likely it's going to be Anthony Juggernaut. Actually, there's a change. New bowler, left arm seamer, Ravin Dushraj. First time we are seeing pace in this innings. Still have long on in the boundary and deep backward square. Praneeth, he's on 26. Rohit is on 21. Easy picking so far for Maryland Maverick. NY Gotham, they would have finished 4th with just 1 win in the first segment of the USPL in their group. Other teams having finished with 4 points and 3 points for the second and third teams. Here's Dusraj. Left arm, and it's nice and pacey, short of a length. Praneeth defense can get a run. Score remains on 57 for 2. The players make their way past Gaurav, Kapil, Kana, Gaurav Rana, and Sankit Yadav. And he's in again. Dusraj, and this one is edged down to third man. That's another boundary. Maryland Maverick dealing in boundaries. Praneeth, he's up to 30 now. He's 30 from 11. Welcome boundary for Maverick. Unlucky for if you're a NY Gothams fan. 61 for 2. CBTF, title sponsor. MTR, associate sponsor. Looks like there's going to be a change in the field as Wakas comes in from the square leg boundary. deep backward square, as it's typically indicated on field placement charts. Third man stays down. Actually, he's coming back up into the boundary, into the circle. No, he's staying down. I've seen Jervon Seals, CPL player, Barbados franchise player as well, played for my former cricket club in Trinidad, Queen's Park Cricket Club. Here's Dusraj in, right, left arm wrong. This one is outside the off stump, keeping low. Praneeth leaves it. The score remains on 61. Praneeth on 30. 61 for 2. 5 overs and 3 deliveries. So 5 overs a spin in the power play. And this one is edged down to third man again. And it's gone all the way actually. Another boundary. Maryland Mavericks actually is one bounce into the boundary for 4 signal here by umpire Saeed. If you look at the replay, just lost it as it made its way. So 65 for 2. Maryland Mavericks, they're all over the shop here, all over the NY Gothams from the word go, from the first innings and continue now into the chase. 65 for 2, and we haven't completed the power play yet. Run rate of 11.47. Here's Dusraj in again, left arm wrong, and this one is played up the track back to the bowler. And healthy care from the NY Gotham players. No run. Praneeth, he's on to 34 now. So Praneeth, he did get hit. He was hit for 21 in 1 over, and he's showing that he can do some hitting too. Here's Dusraj in again. This one is short, and Praneeth is cutting just a single, parried by Bhatia at cover point. So that ends the power play. After the power play, the score is 66 for 2, a healthy run rate of 11 runs per over. Still another 46 runs needed for victory. 46 from 14 overs at a paltry run rate of 3.29.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट
So
किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है.
रखूँ. हाँ हाँ हाँ.
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में इम्पॉसिबल, मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर, मिक्स, कवर और 3 minutes में रेडी. MTR 3 minute breakfast, इंडिया का ब्रेकफास्ट.
New bowler is Krishna Bhatia, another spinner. So after 1 over of seam, we move back to the spin. A diet of spin today. We saw 13 overs of spin in the first inning, and so far we've seen 5. So in our 26 overs, we've had 18 overs of spin. We're not playing in the subcontinent, we're playing in North America. And subcontinent known for diet of spin, especially in the test matches. Sometimes India picking 3 spinners, Sri Lanka even picking 3 spinners against Australia. Bhatia left arm orthodox. He's bowling left arm round. Praneeth will continue. Strike, he's on 35. And Bhatia is in. He's bowling this one outside off stump, no run. A walk, a freeze, and a ball. And Change in the field, slip, backward point, cover, mid wicket, inside the circle. But he is flighting this one up, and no run, retrieved by the man as short third man. You have cover sweeper, mid off, long on, mid wickets. Those are the 4 fielders out. Still 5 employed. And even though the power play has been completed, still employing 5 fielders inside the circle. So, not sure if it's a strategy to attack, to try to get some wickets. But he is bowling this one, and Praneeth can get it away. Played up to backward point, no run. 66 for 2. This one is short. Praneeth is playing it to short mid wicket. Dushraj fields, no run. So far, so good from Bhatia. Four deliveries, no run. This one is short and being cut into the offside. Turn for 1 and they come back for 2. And it's a comfortable 2 in the end. 68 for 2. Praneeth moves up to 37. First runs off for Bhatia. And a miss thumping. Praneeth is down the track. He missed it. The keeper missed it as well. Chance goes a begging there for NY Gothams at the end of the 7th over. It is 68 for 2. Praneeth is on 37. Rohit is on 21. Another 44 needed from 13 overs at 3.38.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
Dushraj to continue. This is the 8th over. Dushraj in, left arm wrong. He's bowling to Rohit. Rohit is tucking this one into the onside in front of square. And just a single. Bhatia is looking for the outs. Looks a little bit dejected, but it was always going to be one. Brings Praneeth back into strike. Rohit is on 22. Dushraj 1 for 10 from his 1.1. Best bowler for most economical bowler for NY Gotham so far. Krishna Bhatia. None for 2 from his solitary over. So fielder spread. Dushraj is in, and this one is wrapping him, and he's gone. Praneeth goes leg before for 37, and Dushraj's strike is 69 for 3 now. So welcome wicket for NY Gotham, and you would hope they'll be very glad to see the back of Praneeth, because he was going at a quick rate in terms of his scoring. So NY Gotham picking up another wicket. Welcome wicket for them.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले visit cbtfspeednews.com. यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो. Visit cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
New batsman is the captain, Kunal Badri. He replacing Praneeth. Praneeth made a top score of 37, has been the top score of the day so far on both sides. 69 for 3, 43 needed from 12 overs and 4 deliveries. Run rate of 3.39. The other teams are already in. Callum Carmichael is here. Florida, they are in as well. Atlanta Parvir as well. And they have brought the field in for this new batsman. Mid-off and mid-on in the circle. Fine leg is just going back now. Cover in the boundary. Slip. Point. Regular cover. Mid-wicket. And third man on the boundary. And is wrapped on the pad again. Another appeal. Not out, says umpire Saeed. So New York trying to be a bit aggressive. Trying to put some pressure back on Mavericks. And they need to scalp another 7 before they can man moves back from mid-off to long on. The batsman wasn't ready because he saw the field change. So he wanted to make sure that that field was being changed before he took strike. So now 4 men on the boundary, 5 in the circle. Here is Dusraj into Badre. And he's playing this one up to point, no run, just opening the face. Good start to this over by Dusraj. 3 deliveries, a wicket, and 2 dot balls. So there's a single off the first. Here is Dusraj into Badri. Kunal is struck on the thighs, grimacing in pain now. 69 for 3. So New York will take that, inflicting injurious blow to the opposite captain. Hopefully can prove to pick up a wicket, because they would definitely need a wicket or 2. I definitely would like to see the back of Rohit. Here's Dusraj again. And this one is short and whipped away to fine leg. 1 bounce into the boundary. The score moves up to 73. So after a lull in the boundary possession, and the wicket for Gotham and Mavericks scoring a boundary to get things back on course again. So after 8 overs, it's 73 for 3.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है.
रखूँ. हाँ हाँ.
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3-minute उपमा. Just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3-minute breakfast. India का breakfast.
So Krishna Bhatia to continue. Slip still being employed. 5 inside the circle. Score is 73 for 3. And Rohit is driving this one down the ground to the man at long on for a single. Score moves up to 74 for 3 now. Rohit on 23. He has been there since the first over. He came at number 3 at the fall of the first wickets. This one is short, and Badre is playing this one through cover. Cut in front of square for single. Greaves signaling to the man on the boundary to warm up. Might be Loban, Marvin Loban. And this one is short, and he's playing this one through mid wicket. Rohit gets another single. Score moves up to 76 now. 76 for 3. And stop start. Bowler wasn't ready. Dead ball signaled by umpire Kalu. And this one is flighted. Struck down the ground to long on for another single. 77. So easy picking. Singles would definitely do it. Just need just about a run every second ball. So singles will definitely get them home. And definitely get them home ahead of time too. Maybe with about 5 overs to spare. Another dead ball. Another stop start. Rohit on strike. And this is full, and Rohit is playing this one off the inside edge to square leg and looking for 2, and they get it quite comfortably. Dushraj. Score moves up to 79 now. 79 for 3. Rohit on 26. Badre on 6. Short played up to the man at point, no run. So at the end of the 9th over, it is 79 for 3, needing another 33 runs from 11 overs. 3 runs per over needed. Rohit on 26, Kunal on 6. Looks like Greaves is gonna continue. Greaves into Badre is cutting again in front of point this time. 80 comes up, 80 for 3. So far we have seen 5 bowlers employed by NY Gotham. Greaves back for his 3rd over. He is bowled 2 overs, 1 delivery. Just waiting for an update from the scorer. Well bowled by Greaves, no run, 2 Rohits. Tucking them up. 2 overs, 1 for 20. 2 overs, 2 deliveries, 1 for 20. And Rohit is playing this one to square leg, just a single. Fielded by Dushraj. Rohit is up to 27, 81 for 3 now. Cakewalk, yeah, some would say. It's really motoring along like a fine Saturday afternoon. Just about. Greaves, this one is slow, and he's bowled him. Deceived by the lack of pace and Badre played all over it. Greaves has a second wicket. Another welcome wicket for the New York Gotham, and it's 81 for 4. Look at that emotion, look at the passion from Greaves.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So the new batsman is Supreet. So Supreet, one of the candidates for the man of the match today, with his 3 for 17 alongside Kapil Khanna, who had similar figures, 3 for 17 from his 4. And you also had 37 from Praneet. He got 1 wicket. Supreet will pick up strike. 8 overs, 9 overs, 4 deliveries, 81 for 4. Greaves 2 for 21 from his 2.4. Rohit is still there on 27. Supreet Madan is left-handed batter. Slip, backward point, cover point, cover, 4 men inside the circle plus 5th mid-wicket. Greaves is tossing this one up, and keeper trying to effect a stumping. But he did not have the ball in his hand when he broke the stumps. No run. The batsman was in the crease anyway, so it wouldn't have counted even if he had gotten it cleanly. 81 for 4. Greaves is in, and Supreet is playing this one. A sweep, a slug sweep. Looks like it's going to be a boundary, 1 bounce for Supreet. It's another boundary for Mavericks. They go up to 85 for 4. So Greaves 3 overs, 2 for 25. Halfway stage, it's 85 for 4. New bowler is Anthony Juggernaut. Another spinner. He's on 27. Madan on 4. Supreet Madan. Played onto the onside, no run. Good start here from Jagannath. A single into the offside. This Rohit goes up to 28. It's 86 for 4 now. Brings Madan into strike. Still 26 needed. Run rate dropping under 3 now, 2.69. Left-hander. New York only employing 4 boundary riders. And this one is cut, is driven over the top of square into the boundary. A valiant effort by Krishna Bhatia, but that won't do as the score moves up to 90 for 4. Supreet Madan dealing in boundaries. He scored 8 runs, 2 boundaries so far. Greaves grimacing on his knees as the inevitable gets closer and closer. 22 runs needed. Jagannath is in. Played back up the track by Madan. No run. Jagannath is in again. And it's well bowled. Played back up. Misfielded by the bowler. So another single. 91 now. 91 for 4. 21 needed. 21 from 9.1. Jagannath none for 6 so far. Jagannath is in again. And Rohit is playing this one to Greaves at short mid wicket. No run. Greaves will continue to bowl. It's 91 for 4.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
Greaves is in, bowling to Madan. Madan is having a heave, but he's missing. Wicketkeeper stops. No run. 91 for 4. Greaves in. Tossed up. And Madan is playing this one out to long on. Brooks fields. Just a single. 92 now. So quite comfortable this chase for the Maryland Mavericks. Jagannath just running out to his field at deep mid wicket. Sahil in front of square on the boundary. Deep forward square. Not backward square. Deep square leg. Greaves is in. And it's a mistimed. Won't get to the fielder. Misfield allows a second run. And Rohit moves up to 30 now. 94 for 4. It's been one-way traffic all day. All roads lead to Maryland in terms of the result of this match. It's being tucked around the corner, looking for another heave. Just a single this time. I like the loop that Greaves puts on the ball, and you hardly see many spinners putting this type of loop on the ball in 20 over cricket. So it's very good to see Greaves looping the ball, inviting the batsmen to use their feet. Another loop, and this one is round the corner. One bounce into the boundary. Madan takes the score up to 99. He's on to 14. Rohit is on 31. Greaves livid with himself for bowling a poor delivery. The ball is back. One delivery left for Greaves to complete the spell. 2 for 33 so far. And this one is being guided to short-in man for a single. That would end Greaves' spell. That brings up the 100 as well. 12 runs needed. Another 8 overs left, so 100 after 12 overs. 12 runs needed from 8, 100 for 4. Madan is on 15. Rohit is still there on 31. Greaves 4 overs, 2 for 34.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
Actually, this is Jagannath, and Madan is playing this one down the ground, and it's through the man on the boundary. Another boundary. Madan moves up to 19. Poor piece of cricket there from the man on the boundary. Gotham really letting us slip. It's already in dire straits, but adding an insult to injury this on that occasion. 104 for 4. Another 8 runs needed. Jagannath is in, and it's looking for the reverse sweep. Half chance for stumping as well. Madan looking to add some runs to his wickets. Looking to prize out the man of the match prize as well. Rohit is still there. Quite calm and collective. And Madan is playing this one down the ground again. Man is running around as Greaves, captain himself, for a single. Score goes up to 105. 105 for 4. Rohit on strike. So 7 runs needed. Can feel the heat of the sun through the tent now. Tuck to short-in man for a single. Rohit goes up to 32, 106. 106 for 4 now. Six runs needed. Jagannath into Madan. This one is short and he's missed it. Stumped by Ayasami. Jagannath strikes. It's 106 for 5. Kind of anticlimactic end there.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
New batsman is Vasav Desai. If you remember, he did bowl 2 overs, coming in at number 7. He's a right-hander. Bowls left hand, bats right hand. Jagannath into Desai. And Desai is looking to go for the heave, and he's out bowled. And a very good celebration there from Jagannath. Another wicket falls. Wickets coming now for Gotham. Who knows, might just be on time. 6 wickets down now, 106 for 6.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं।
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
ब्रेकफास्ट भूल गया, कर लूँगा।
कितनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट किया करो।
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे ट्रीट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी।
रखूँ? हाँ।
बेबी की चिट चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3 मिनट उपमा just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3 minute breakfast. India का breakfast.
So Marcel Brooks is back on the ball, and the batsman is Poromindro Burman. He won't be on strike. Rohit will take strike. Brooks into his third over now. Jagannath 2 overs, 2 for 12. Brooks is in, and Rohit is bringing this one back up the track. 6 runs needed of 6.1, less than a runner over. We do well for the net run rate actually. No run, played up into the offside. Still 5 fielders inside the circle. Cover mid-wicket, point, square leg, slip. Brooks again, and Rohit is trying to drive but no run to cover. Tightening the screws now between Brooks and Jagannath. Here's Brooks, and this one is cut. Fielded by the man at point, no run. Score remains 4 deliveries, no run this over so far from Brooks. Brooks 2 overs, 4 balls, 1 for 21. MTR, get your 3-minute breakfast. Brooks in again, and this one is short, and it's being played towards the commentary, and Krishna is being hit in the face, and it goes into the boundary, and score goes up to 110 now. Rohit moves up to 36. So 2 runs needed now. Rohit on 36. And this is full, and Rohit is looking to go for the jugular. Goes Burman looking for the second run. Scores are tied now. That throw coming in from Krishna. He has fielded a lot today, a lot of balls coming to Krishna today. And that throw breaking the stumps. So at the end of the 14th over, it's 111 for 6. Scores are tied. Still 6 overs to go. 1 run needed. Run rate of 0.17. As Jagannath will pick up the bowling, continue to bowl, and the batsman will be Rohit. Jagannath. He's bowled 2 overs, 2 for 12. Seen 2 overs from Krishna, but didn't see him back after that. He bowled decently. Jagannath is playing this on. This is short and tucked into the onside by Rohit. And that ends the game. A comfortable victory in the end for Maryland Mavericks. A pedestrian stroll. Runs for Praneeth. 37-38 top score from Rohit. Easy victory. A very comfortable 4-wicket victory for Maryland Mavericks. And
here is the man of the match with me. And how is it feeling right now, Suprit?
Very good, very excited, enthusiastic, and yeah, a good feeling after winning the game for the team and becoming a man of the match. Good feeling, yeah.
Of course, 2 times your team has won. So do you think that all the cricket lovers, they're gonna ask for more?
I hope so they do, because the way it's going, it's going to bring us a very good cricket around the states, and yes, I hope they do.
All right, so right now, Mr. Ashok Chopra ji, who is the co-founder of US Premier League, is going to give away the award of Man of the Match. Thank you. You guys are watching us live from SUNY Purchase College at New York. We're going to come back after a very short break.